Hi, it's Barbara Ireland. As you can see, I'm outdoors, so you're going to be hearing some sounds. But I'll tell you why I'm outdoors. So most of the time, when you see me, I am quite happy, quite up, de-looped, feeling good. Well, today I'm struggling. And the reason is because I have an issue going on that's out of my control, mostly, in my life. It's driving me batty. And I can do little bits here and there to work on it, but mostly I have to work on myself to deal with this issue. And it's not an easy one. It's really POing me off, if you know what I mean. So I thought I would give you a little insight into working with an issue in the moment using the de-looping method. Because I decided I'm just getting out of my home because it has to do with my home. And I said, I just got to get the hell out of here. So I went on a walk. Here I am. And as I'm on my walk, it dawned on me, oops, I am looping. I'm looping. Obviously, it's a beautiful day out here. And I was not even noticing how gorgeous it was out here because I was looping in my head about this issue. I probably had my head looking down. If you walk around, you see people walking, they're almost all looking down because they're stuck up here. They're not even in their feet, in their body, looking around, looking up, finding the moon, finding the stars, finding the sun, finding the trees, finding the squirrels. We are spinning around up here. So I had my head down, I'm sure. I did notice the squirrel. And then it went, I said, oh my gosh, I'm looping. So I did, that's number one, is detecting that I had a negative thought going on in my head that I've been dealing with for a few days now. Number two, I said, that's a loop. That's a negative mind loop. That's the second D of de-looping. That's detach. Suddenly, I felt better. Like instantly, like it makes me so relaxed. My eyes feel almost droopy and happy because I suddenly got out of my head and I got back into the present moment. I was like, oh my gosh, that's not happening at this moment. I'm out on a walk and it's a beautiful day out here. Holy cow, I was missing all this because I was looping. And so I detached from the loop. Now it wasn't happening to me. Now it wasn't part of me. That was then. This is now. Maybe it'll be in the future. Yes, it will be in the future when I go home. I'll just continue dealing with it, but not in the moment. And I could breathe. Third D of de-looping is detour. Change your thoughts. Okay, I said, I'm going to make a video about it. I plunked myself down right here, started making a video for you all. And yeah, I'm still thinking about the issue because I'm talking about it here, but I'm on to something else. I'm creating, I'm doing something else with the issue. So I'm not stuck in it, powerless feeling, and not in control of it. Right now, I'm in control of myself, my mind, my thoughts, somewhat my emotions. Feeling pretty good at the moment. So that's detour. De-story is the next D of de-looping. What story am I telling about this issue? I know what stories I'm telling. I won't go into the whole thing with y'all. You have your own stories, your own issues you're going through. You don't need to hear mine. I know what stories I'm telling myself. And I've been de-storing like crazy over the last few days. Here's the other thing I want to say about it. And there's other D's I'll be dealing with later. But I wanted to tell you about the first four, the ones that are written in my book, How to Stop Negative Thoughts, because this is the first thing. Just stop the thought that's looping and causing all these hardcore emotions that are so uncomfortable. That's how you do it, okay? It happens very fast, as you can see. It was just, under a minute. I did all the first three, and the fourth one, de-story, it's an ongoing thing. There's a lot of different ways to de-story. There's something else here I want to talk about, and that is what I'm dealing with right now is the result, in my belief, of thoughts and emotions I have been propagating for months. Fear, mainly fear. Fear is usually below everything. It feels like anger, but I know underneath it's fear. And it has been fear for the last few months. Well, when this happens, oh my God, I'm going to be so miserable. Well, this did happen. The thing I was afraid of did happen. And yeah, I am miserable. I'm angry. And I'm afraid that it's not going to get healed. Here's the deal. All the things I'm dealing with right now are based on the thoughts and emotions from the last few months that I have been feeding my life, my spirit, my vibration with, my world with, almost like fertilizing a negative soil, so that when this incident happened, which it did a few days ago, it was born into the soil of my months of thinking fearful thoughts about it happening. I am currently living my thoughts from the past. I am currently living memories of something similar that happened in the past, which is why I'm afraid about it happening again. Let me give you an example, because I'm being, I know, kind of vague here. Let's say, and this is not my issue, but let's say I heard this woman on an interview recently who had been just in the love of her life and with the love of her life. And suddenly, the very next day, the guy says, I'm leaving. And the day before, they were walking hand in hand, around a lake. And she was just totally shocked, totally did not see it coming, was completely happy. So now she has trust issues. Now these people want to date her, and she can't get it out of her head, this old thing that happened. The old thing that is now causing fear in her whole system is now part of her present. And we need to detach from the past, because things happen, yeah, but we can't control what other people do. What we control is our response, our reaction, better our response. So in the moment when things are not happening, she is not dating, let's say she hasn't dated yet, she can start cleaning up her thoughts, her beliefs, her feelings about what did happen in the past, so that she is fresh again and available for someone who is trustworthy. In my case, I have been cleaning up for the last few days a lot of old memories that I had of something that happened previous regarding my home that is causing the fear I have about my home right now. And I know that right now I am living my old thoughts and emotions. And as I go through this cleaning up process and start choosing different thoughts to feed my whole system, to feed my mind, to feed my heart, to feed my actions, that things will change somehow or other. I do not need to feed and live the past event that happened to me that caused me to feel fear now. Does that make sense? I know it might be a little abstract. Anyway, that's my thoughts for today. I feel nice and detoured. I'm going to go work now. I hope you have a good day, and I hope you don't have to de-loop today. I hope you're having just such a grand day. But if you do, if something's going on in your life, and things happen, we know, I hope you do those first 4 Ds of de-looping at least. Start clearing this stuff out. Check out my book if you haven't, or my other videos, to know the other more deeply about what these Ds of de-looping, the de-looping method is. I can breathe, and so will